Hey guys, you can't imagine how I'm really excited today to start this new challenge with you, the 21 Days Mentor of the New Gen Challenge. And this is day one. Let's start this journey. And in day one, we're gonna answer this question together of what's next. Now that you have English, now that you know how to acquire English, and it's just a question of time for you to become fluent in it, what is next? What's the next step? What's the next level? Let me remind you of something. You are only here because you have invested in yourselves. You have invested in yourselves to acquire English. So, the next step is to invest and make the lifetime commitment to self-education. Invest in your self-education. Invest to educate yourself and become a student of life, a lifelong learner. I need you to make this commitment today because otherwise you will not enjoy this challenge. Let me share a quote with you. We don't mind spending 15 years on education. Why not the same to become a better human being? Think about this quote for a minute. The school system prepared you for a career, not for a better life. If you think about it, school didn't teach us the most important things that matter in life. How to understand ourselves, how to take care of our mental health and physical health, how to deal with people and build better relationships, how to make money without selling our time for a salary. And this was actually on purpose, and we will talk about this in the coming days. But it's your responsibility to develop yourself, to invest in your self-education and create a better life for yourself. And it's only possible when you make the commitment, and by making the commitment, I mean understanding the value and making it a priority. Understanding the value of educating yourself and making it a priority in life. This is how you make the commitment to become a self-educated person, a student of life. A student of life, a lifelong learner, understands that there is no end to education. It's not that you read a book, pass an examination, and you're finished with education. The whole movement of life, from the day you are born till the day you die, is a process of learning. This is a quote by Jiddu Krishnamurti, by the way, which is an amazing teacher I had in my life and I learned a lot from. In this challenge, I will share with you a lot of amazing teachers that I have learned from. So you make the commitment to become a student of life and invest in your self-education. And on my side, I make the commitment to give you the truth and only the truth about what I learned in those past 8 years of my journey. And this journey actually started when I was 17 years old. And as most teenagers in the world, my biggest interest at the time was sex. But I was intrigued by women and actually frustrated by how little I knew about them. I wasn't used to talk to a lot of girls because I used to think that I don't have anything interesting to say. Until one day, a friend of mine introduced me to this man. His name is Mystery, aka Eric von Markovitch. And 5 minutes into watching his video, pulling girls up like a fucking magnet, I started to see that, wow, this man actually developed a method and some techniques that every man can learn to seduce women. What? Really? Fellow man, there is an art and a science to seducing women, and that blew my mind. I came across something that I never thought existed, that I never thought was possible for me to learn. Before that, my limiting beliefs were you either are born charming, attractive, and magnetic to women or not. Mystery showed me the opposite, that you can actually become the man you wanna be. And that created that transformation in my mindset, from a fixed mindset where I used to think that those abilities or talents, you either are born with them or not, to a growth mindset where I understood that it's a skill that you develop if you put the time to educate yourself and learn about it. That was a huge transformation in my mind. So I'm kind of the guy who got into self-education because he wanted to have sex. That's a funny story, a true one too. And I had sex, and it was not that big of a deal. It was just the result of changing my beliefs about my self-image, about women, and everything else. But it was this idea that beliefs are malleable, they can change. That was the idea that opened my huge appetite for my next quest, which is psychology, understanding the human mind and behavior. Let me tell you this. Imagine a sheep. A sheep doesn't know that its fate is dominated by the shepherd. The sheep doesn't understand that the shepherd only feeds him to slaughter him at the end, to slaughter it at the end. Now, imagine a human being who doesn't understand that its fate is dominated by his mind. He will slaughter himself, his life, and the people around him. This is how majorly important understanding psychology and human mind, the human behavior is. Because it's you, it's understanding yourself. And this quest of being a student of life is actually a quest to discovering yourself. I need you to make this commitment today. The commitment to become a better human being, to spend the next 10 years of your life educating yourself and becoming a student of life. This is day one. This is the commitment that you and I need to take in order to take this journey. I see you in day two. Keep your spirits up. You are a student of life. Let's go.